Hello Terranova Lyceum and hello world. I'm your host Alva, and today we are going to be drawing cards from the Flower Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves. So we've worked with this deck once before, maybe twice, but I thought it was really appropriate here at the end of April. We're entering Taurus season, and it's time for flowers. So before we get started, this is a reading, just again, for April 25th, 26th, and 27th. So that's all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday. So that's where we're at right now. And a shout out to my papa in heaven because today would have been his 106th birthday. So before we get started, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. I'll show you all this deck one more time. Not super crazy about the back of this one. We have this sort of statue. I don't know, it's a little creepy to me, but I do like the flowers. Look like hydrangea there, at least some of them. I do like this gilded edge. It makes it a lot easier to shuffle these. That's what the universe has to say. And one more. There we go. Alright, so what we got here. Feels like a weather cast, but it all feels really kind of anchored to this first card. So let's look at this. It is Daisy. Okay, everybody loves happy daisies. So it says, simplify your life. You've had so much going on that you're spread too thin. This has to change now so your vitality can recharge. So what I'm getting from that is prioritize. Like, I know spring and everything's getting started again, and, you know, we're kind of coming out of a couple of years of, you know, lockdown, being inside, being sort of isolated. But there's the energy of spring. We want to get out, we want to do, we want to be outside, we want to be going places and doing things and seeing people, and that's great, but you're going to have to pick and choose, okay? Because if you try to do all the things, you're going to wear yourself out. So what's most important? And this may help if you sit down and make a pros and cons list, or whatever the thing is that really sparks joy for you or makes your heart feel really good. Some of the things that we feel like we have to do is really just obligation and habit, tradition. Okay, my favorite little definition of tradition is peer pressure from dead people. So if those things are kind of getting in the way, cut them loose. This is really saying prioritize the things that bring you joy, okay, because you're spread too thin. I'm also getting self-care, because if we spread ourselves too thin, again, we start neglecting ourselves. Earthing. I feel like we need to be earthing. If it's possible for you to go outside and walk around on the ground barefoot, I would recommend that. So I'm getting a lot of grounding energy. Simplify. This is very Taurus too. I have to say, this is super Taurus. Simplify your life. Daisies. I see the cows in the field right now. I'm like, this is so Taurus energy. So the universe is supporting that as well. So self-care, picking and choosing your priorities. The simplest answer is the right answer. There we go. And that brings us to sweet peas, also a spring, summer flower, right? And it says, your wishes are coming true. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day. So this is about manifesting. Again, this is such a great Taurus message. Such a great spring, Taurian energy kind of coming into this. When we simplify and focus on the things that we want, then it makes it easier for those things to manifest. So again, simplifying, this is the first step. And then that's bringing this, whatever it is you're wanting, closer. And of course, the more you focus on something, the more energy you put into something, you're pulling that in. You're creating this sort of conduit to match the vibration of whatever the thing is. Okay, or if you take the time and say, no, I'm not going to go to Aunt Susan's house because she's a bitch and I don't want to hang out with her anymore, or whatever it is, I'm just throwing out an example. It's like, I'm going to stay home and write instead, or I'm going to stay home and crochet, or I'm going to stay home and paint, or I'm going to write that song, or I'm going to take that vacation, or I'm going to go on that hike. I'm going to, the thing you want, okay, that it's coming. I feel like this is also sort of a message that you are supported, and the universe is supporting this. So whatever it is you want, you're supposed to have. So it's okay to want it. Make it okay. If you're not making it okay, make it okay to want the thing that you want. It's not selfish. Okay? It's not selfish. You're being told. Focus on the thing that you want. Or things. Okay? We're getting simple here. And they're getting closer. And ultimately, all of this brings about, and these are bleeding hearts. My grandmother had a bleeding heart bush. Emotional healing. This is going to bring about emotional healing. And it says, it's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So this is part of that simplification, right? And it seems like it'd be simple to let go of pain. Sometimes it's not. But we're being asked to do that. Simplify your life. Let go of emotional pain. That brings about healing. Again, I'm saying that like it's, we're just going to snap our fingers and it's done. It's not. It doesn't work like that. And I know it doesn't work like that. But I feel like the energy is really supporting us in that right now. And that does make it slightly easier than if you're just, if the energy wasn't supporting that, let's just say it that way. So, when we let go of that, the pain, and it's safe to let go of the pain, you don't need it anymore. Sometimes it feels safe to hold on to pain, right? Like, if I'm holding on to this pain, then I can't get hurt again. Or it won't hurt as bad if I do get hurt. And that's not quite how it works. But when you let it go, that energetically opens up this space. It's like, it's spring cleaning. Spring cleaning, y'all, in our hearts and minds and souls. And I'm not saying you have to, like, let it go all at one time, right? Like, oh, we're just immediately, and we've forgiven Aunt Susan. No, we haven't forgiven Aunt Susan. But if you can let go of it a little bit, if you can say, hey, I just really not digging that, her energy and hanging out with her. Again, I'm just using this as an example. I don't actually have an Aunt Susan, but if you can do that, that's freeing up space for you to do the things that you want to do. It's freeing up space for you to take care of yourself. Like, maybe you felt all this pressure, maybe from your mom, like, you have to go see your aunt. I know she's a pill, but she's an lonely old lady, and you gotta... No, you don't. No, you don't. And if she's constantly ripping open old wounds and keeping drama stirred up, and, we have a saying, the more you stir shit, the worse it smells, right? And you don't want that anymore. It's time to let that go. Time to let go of all of that. We're simplifying, and part of simplifying is getting rid of some of this as much as you can. And it may just be one incident that you're kind of like, okay, I understand why that happened. Ugh. It may be that, but one step at a time. And that's all you have to take is one step at a time. All right? We don't expect you to go from... No one would ask you to learn an alphabet and then immediately go to writing a novel the next day. No, you learn and you take on as much as you can as you go. So it's like, when you know better, you can do better. But you have to learn better first. So, yeah, all this I feel like is like, make room for the healing, make room for you, make room for your self-care. All the things that you want are coming to you. Allow yourself to receive. You are supported. It's very positive, and it feels very... I don't know, emotional healing doesn't scream Taurus to me, but simplifying does. Simplifying does. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about this reading, post them below. I would love to chat with you all about how you're feeling about this, what specific meanings this might actually have for you in your personal life. That's what I'm here for. So, put them down in the comments. Alright, before we go, let's take another nice deep cleansing breath in. let it go and let it flow. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye for now.